All right, good evening, dear colleagues, and you're welcome to another section on our virtual training tag Transformation 2060. And tonight, we'll be looking at how we can see those tools and editing techniques for content creation. Once again, I want to appreciate those that have been joining us and those that have been trying to put forward their names and the name of your school. So let me first of all appreciate the first person to do as request from us, Ogunpo Wale Adeyemi from Ishonyi Grammar School. Thank you. We're also still waiting for others to try to type in their names and the name of their school. Just type your name and the name of your school. Then I will also show that on the screen as we are doing now, so that other people can see your name and the name of your school. Yes, we started yesterday on the content curation, and we are looking at it that after you have curated a good content, what do you do to make this content become a professionally accepted content, or content that will be very good for your audience, that will make your audience to feel comfortable in listening to you. And that is exactly what we are doing tonight. So in the studio with me, I have our wonderful secretary who have been standing in for us. That's Mr. Kehinde Alabi is in the studio with us. And our facilitators is also here with us. When it is time, we'll bring up our facilitator to continue his presentation tonight. So we want to welcome Mr. Olaosebikan Antonia Abosede. This should be Mrs. Olaosebikan Antonia Abosede from Comprehensive High School, Ijebu-Ife. Thank you for joining us this evening, and we hope the knowledge you are getting tonight will definitely transform our classroom as a teacher. Of course, our target is to establish one clinic per school, that is a designated area where students can come in to receive help, which we call mathematics clinic. Of course, those therapies you'll be giving those students in the clinic are those things we are trying to show ourselves here. What do you need to prepare down for your students in that your mathematics clinic? And that is why we have been jumping from one tools to another, because as a teacher, of course, that 40 minutes is not enough for us to do all these anonymous works, even coupled with the statistics responsibility that we have been saddled in all our schools. Of course, we are the class teacher who sometimes will act as computer teacher. Sometimes we do a lot of statistics duties as a teacher, and at the same time we want our students to come out in flying color. We want their learning outcome to keep improving time to time, and that is why we say, okay, if you can do this at your leisure time, after school hour, weekend, you can just think of creating something in preparing those students that we are looking forward to see. I want to welcome Mr. Kehinde for joining us tonight again. He was here with us. While we are waiting for the facilitator to join us, I also want to welcome Mr. Kehinde. So, of course, let me just try to appreciate those that are joining us again. Kolapo Fadeke Oluropo from Ofada Community Comprehensive High School, Ofada. And let me also appreciate our wonderful brother joining us from, that's Adeleye Esther from Itolu Community High School, Ilaro. Then Ubek Model Smart School, that's my wonderful friend from Ikene, Kuyegbola. You are all welcome to this section. Mr. Dakwa, are you there? Do you want to say hi to our colleagues here?
Good evening, Doctor. It's a pleasure for me being on the call again this evening, and I'm quite sure that tonight again is going to be a wonderful session, and I want to believe that all our participants, including my humble self, ready for tonight. And then, peradventure, there are still one or two of our colleagues that are supposed to be on this call. We can just, reach out to them that we're already on for this training. I'm looking forward to a great session this evening. All I will want to say is to give kudos to our dear doctor for this wonderful initiative. So we are good to go this evening again, doctor.
Thank you very much. That is Mr. Dapo Kehinde, the overall best teacher in the whole of Ogun State in the year 2021, and also the first runner-up Martina Teachers of the year 2024. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for always be there for us. My wonderful colleagues, we also have the secretary of this training with us, our humble brother, that's Mr. Kehinde Alabi. So like we said, those that are joining us online, let's type in our name and the name of our school so that we can add your own voice to this video. And of course, like we said, we know it is not that easy for you to be joining every day. We quite understand the situation of things in the country, but we as well want to make sure we cover all the necessary scheme that we have scheduled for this package. Of course, we know we all agree to take just Wednesday and Thursday, but we find out that all the, the sections that we outlined, those good things we have outlined for this class are just too numerous for that 2 days to take care of in a week. And that is why we try to spread it across the week. So this week is definitely be the end of our virtual class. And of course, we are in discussion with the community manager of the Abeokuta. Okay, all right. I think, can you hear me now, Mr. Fehintolajesu?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, evening, good evening. We want to make sure your internet, okay, yes. So please, if you can you say something so that we can know we can hear you from here? Hello, can you say something? Well, we'll keep trying.
In the chat box if
yes, we can. Yes, we can hear you now. We can hear you now. We can hear you now. I just want to confirm if those people at home can also hear Mr. Fehintolajesu very well. So Adefunke Adeola, Our Lady of Apostle, you welcome. Shorongbe Ajibola Jonathan from Christ Apostolic Church, let me know. You welcome. Yes, we can hear you clearly now. We can hear you clearly now. Can you say something now? Can you say something now? Okay, while waiting for him, Olayode Adimu, that's Baptist Boys High School Junior, Shaje Abeokuta, you welcome. Dosumu Samuel Olariwaju, Alare Community High School, you are welcome. Arile Shere Oyefela Olatinuke, Magboro Community High School, that's Magboro, that's in Lagos. That's awesome. Thank you for joining us. So we also want to recognize Mrs. Adeola Igbokoyi for joining us as well. That's the national treasurer of the Mathematical Association of Nigeria. So you are all welcome and thank you for joining us this evening. Mr. Baker, can you hear me now? Can you say something from your end?
For what happened last week. A lot. And while I'm doing that, Dr. Iwali, please, I want to know if the issues from my hand.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I want people at home, please, those of you on Facebook, if you can hear him very well. Mr. Dako, can you hear him?
Yes, I can hear
my
him
own
here.
side.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay from my own side too. Go ahead. Go ahead. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome. Okay, his network is still breaking, but some people can still hear it. So let us welcome Mr. Oluwagbenga Isa, also known as Fehintolajesu Isa. So is our speaker for tonight. He will be talking to us on tools and editing techniques for content creation. Over to you, sir. Okay, let's still wait for him. Let's still wait for him. I guess it's still. All right, so let's wait for him so that we can see him coming in. As soon as he's in, I just decided to add Mr. Dapo. Can you hear me very well, Pastor Dapo? Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, Doctor.
All right, so let's wait.
I can hear you.
Yes, let's wait. So let's wait for him once again. So while waiting for him, just to reflect on what we have done so far, can you list those platforms? Can you list those platforms where you can upload your content in the chat? For those of us that were in the class yesterday, list at least 5 platforms that you can share your content after you curate that good content. Can you use that on the chat? You are back now. Can you hear us now? Mr. Isa, please, can you hear me? Mr. Isa, please, can you hear me? Okay, thank you, Samuel Dosumu, YouTube, Telegram, LinkedIn, X. What about Facebook? You are not putting Facebook there. Okay, thank you. So we're also waiting for others. Can we have 1 or 2 things to say? Someone just put TikTok here, so we want more. Ogunbowale Deyemi, thank you. Facebook, LinkedIn. Thank you, Kuya Gbolahan. X, Facebook. Yes, I can see Deborah telling us just joining today. If you are just joining today, you can take your time to go back and you can go back to try and listen to all our past recording. Of course, tonight's class will definitely be an addition to what we have been doing as well. So let's just wait for our speaker to join us, and once he joins us, he will definitely take us through all what we need to know as a Okay, all right. So while waiting for him, Mr. Dapo, I just added you here so that once he join, you will definitely know he joined with us. We can just try to call my attention so that I can release him. So I want to go into another way to, let's see, another way we can also try to bring in relatable example and also use what we refer to as a inquiry-based approach or project-based approach into teaching mathematics. So of course there are different ways. So I'm going to show us one of the way to do that. Like I said, don't forget, I know we are all math teachers, so we are not coming here to teach us what to do. But what we are just trying to do is to just tell us, just to remind us the best way to do some of those things we have been doing on a daily basis. So the last time I moved into the class and I was talking about, I'm also just trying to check in if Mr. Isa wants to join us. Mr. Dapo, please, can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir? Mr. Dapo, please, can you hear me, sir?
You are very audible, sir.
Okay, sir. So I'm just looking just to get them engaged. So I'm using this, so just trying to see another way. We have talked about, the last time we met, we talked about creating content on, the what we refer to as let me check again. So another project, let's see this project, like I said, inquiry based. This is an hemisphere, and I'm assuming in my school I don't have the compass. I don't have compass, and I want to teach students on how to find total surface areas of the world of a cylinder. Of course, I have to go and look for objects at home. I want to look for objects at home that look like a cylinder. That's the first thing to do. And when you show them an object at home that look like a cylinder, you can ask them to list other items at home that look like a cylinder, and you will see that you'll be wondering, they will start telling you different things, different objects at home that look like a cylinder. For instance, this is one now, and you can just start asking them how many faces can they see on it. They will tell you, this is one face, this is also another thing. Or even you can even tell them that, okay, when you are coming tomorrow, just bring at least one items at home that look like a cylinder, and you see you will be amazed with different types of objects they will come to school with. And for instance, now this is a cylinder now, so, and I want to teach them the total surface areas of this cylinder. I can actually come here and use this same object that I've shown them. Of course, don't forget, because I don't have this, so let me just use the hemisphere to do that easily, so that I can see something perfect. So let me just try to, okay, I've done that up, so I can also come here. Okay, perfect. Let me also go up to do this to make sure I perfect this. So it's not in all cases you'll be saying, oh, I don't have all the material to do this. So once I've done this now, I've told them that what? That cylinder that you saw in your hand has two faces. It has the top circular and it also has the base circular. So if I unfold this now, if I unfold the curved surface, it will become a rectangle. It becomes a rectangle. So it becomes a rectangle. I want to confirm once it is here with us. It becomes a rectangle. So let me do this very well. So I've just tried to unfold this. Okay, I think it's here now. Can you hear me now, Mr. Isa? Hello, sir. Hello. Can you hear me now, Mr. Isa? Can you just say something? Mr. Sholongbe, okay, I understand. We quite understand the situation of things, but we were trying to make sure that time is not, the time we are spending together tonight is not going to be a waste.
Hello, doctor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying. Can you get him?
We can hear you. We can hear you clearly, doctor. We can hear you.
Yes, I want to make sure we hear Mr. Isa so that he can join us. He's the one that will make presentation. I'm just trying to engage our people so that we don't waste their time here.
I can't hear him. We can't hear him.
Okay, so just call my attention once you can hear him.
All right, doctor. Yes.
All right, thank you. So while waiting for him, let me just try to, like I told you, you will see that that marker is not really showing very well. And you have to, and that's one of those things I told us the other time, that you have to look for a good marker when you want to produce your own video. You should not rely, and be ready to make use of good marker, okay? So I think this is better now. So because I don't want to use, I'm just trying to tell you this because especially those of us that are working in an underserved community. So you may be saying, oh, they didn't provide us with compass. There are other objects you can also use to draw your circle so that you get results. You will say because that one is not there and teaching will not take place. So with this now, I'm just trying to draw a very good a very good net of a cylinder. So I can call this one now is now net of a cylinder. This is now net of a of a cylinder. So in calculating this now, this is the center of this circle, and this is also the center. Of course, you know, because I use an object, you just have to use something to trace this. So this is the radius, and this is also the radius. So basically, there are three parts. So the top part, that is the top, and this is the what? This is the base circle. So, and of course, this is the what? The curved surface. So, meaning that I have three parts on a cylinder: the top circle, the curved surface, and the base cylinder. So, what did I unfold? I unfold the cylinder to them. So I have to tell them that there are two types. Unlike this one now, this is a closed cylinder. This is a closed cylinder. We can have an open cylinder. We can have an open cylinder. we can have an open cylinder. And that is why I said, you may be wondering when you started asking them to look for, an open, what is it called? Different object. So look at this one now. This is an object. So this is also a cylinder. I've opened this one now. So this meaning this is an open cylinder. So if you want to look for total surface areas of an open cylinder, that means the top circle will not be there. We only have the curved surface and the what? And the base circle, just like this. Look at this now. So because your student can bring something like this. So that means the top circle, this is the top circle, which is not there. If I put it there, it becomes a closed cylinder. But if I remove it, it becomes an open cylinder. So let's go on how to calculate this now. All right, so we have done this now. So let's now go down. So can we, at this stage, like I said, we don't need to start asking us this. We just want to show them how to make it do a perfect one. So for this, the areas of the top circle is just pi r squared, and the areas of the base circle is also pi what? Pi r squared. Now we want to look at the areas of this curved surface. I know we know this, and we just have to use something simple to explain to them that when you look at it, when you roll this one now, if I mark this place now, and I started from here, and I roll it like this, you see that it will end at this point, meaning that the length on this curved surface is a circumference of a what? Of a circle. The length, this length, is more or less as the circumference of this circle. The length, this one, this curved surface. So that means this looks like a rectangle. So this is the length, and this is also the what? The breadth. But on a cylinder, this one that look like that breadth, when you open it, is more or less as what? That is our own what? Our height. That is the height of the cylinder. From the top down, that is the height of the cylinder. But this one now, if I mark it here, and I open it like this, it will touch end here. So this is the circumference of what? Of that circle. Meaning that for us to replace this length now, we have to replace it with the formula of length of a what? Of a circle. So what is length of a what is perimeters of a circle? The perimeters of a circle is 2 pi r, and the height is what? Is h. So meaning for us to get the areas of this curved surface, so the areas of the whole of this now is just length times what? Times breadth. And don't forget, our length is 2 pi r, which is the what? The circumference of that circle, multiplied by the base, which is the what? The height. So therefore, the areas of this curved surface now is 2 pi what? Pi r h. So with this, you are just trying to tell them the process to find the total surface areas of the what? Of a cylinder. And to combine everything together now, we can now say the area now is equal to what? The total surface area of this cylinder now is what? The areas of the top circle, plus areas of the curved surface plus areas of the what? The base circle. So what is the areas of the top? Which is what? Pi r squared plus areas of the curved surface, that is what? 2 pi what? Pi r h plus areas of the base, which is what? Pi r squared. So when you combine all these two together, it has 2 circles. So that means which is this? So that means we have 2 pi what? Pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. With this, you have tell them the total surface area of a cylinder. So there is no need for you to come into the class and be shouting or be telling them that, oh, the areas of a circle is what? Is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. When you tell them this, it will be very difficult for them, for you to come back the following day and ask them what is the formula to calculate total surface areas of the what of a cylinder, it will be very difficult. It will be very difficult because you haven't used a relatable example and you have not even used what you call a project-based approach. Even if you want to use the project-based approach, you can go to the level of cutting them down, cutting shapes. Ask them to bring cardboard and cut all the shapes out. I think we have him with us now. Hello, sir. Mr. Isa, are you with us now? Yes, I think it's better now.
Yeah, I'm with you now, sir. Thank God, because I've been trying to come up.
All right, thank God.
Again.
Right, yes, so, thank God now. So, yes, he's here with us now. So,
I'll just pick you up. Okay.
Okay, right, so go on.
All right, sir. So, tonight I'll just start with certain things that are very essential. So, am I still with you, sir?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Hello, sir. Am I still with you?
Yes, go on, sir. Go on.
But right now, I cannot hear anything.
Can you still hear me? Mr. Dapo, please, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, Doctor. I can hear you clearly.
But can you hear Mr. Isa?
Initially, when he started, I can hear him, but now I think he's off again.
He's off again. Quite unfortunately this evening. But we'll keep on trying. But once it is 9 p.m., we'll end this class because we promise you that we will not exceed 1 hour. So please, if you can see, so what is the title do you think I can give this video? What title can I give this video? What title can I give this video? What title can I give this video? Our participant, what title can I give this video? Can we go into the comment section? What title can I give this video? Before Mr. Isa join us and come and see how we can edit it to become a very perfect video. So let's hear from in the comments. What title can we give this video? What title can we give this video? I'm waiting for us in the comment section. What title can we give this video? Can we go into the section? What title can we give this video? Please, can you hear me, Mr. Dapo?
Yes, Doctor, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly, loud and
okay.
Clear.
So what title can we give this video? Please, those online, please, if you can hear me, can you type yes so that we know you can hear me? Project-based approach, total surface areas of a cylinder. Thank you, Tijani. Areas of a cylinder with ease. Mr. Isa is back now. Please, can you hear me now? Mr. Isa, please, can you hear us now? Mr. Isa, please, we can hear you now. Can you hear me?
I'm with you now, sir. I just hope the network will cooperate with me and we can get really get to work.
Hello, sir. Please, Mr. Isa, once you can hear us, just let us know. Okay, thank you very much. I think people are saying open and close Barawa. Okay, thank you. Ogunbo Ali Adeyemi. Surface areas of the cylinder. Okay, okay. Areas of a cylinder. Ganiu said areas of a cylinder. Tijani said, okay, total surface areas of a cylinder without stress. Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. Mr. Isa, please, once you can hear me or you can just speak there, we'll admit you in. But we don't want to waste people's time here so that we just have to do something. So that is that on that. And I know you also have the best approach you are using in your own classroom to do this. Aside from this approach that I'm using now, you also have...
I can hear you now.
Yes, I can. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, go ahead now. Go ahead now. Go ahead if you can hear me, sir. It's totally out. It's totally out. So once it's back again, we'll keep on trying for the last time. So that is that on this. So that is that on what? On the on that of the net of the cylinder. So I can move to another solid shape. And don't forget all these, as we have said, if you have all this shape in your school, can you type yes? If you have all this shape in your school, can we type yes in the box? If you have this, if you have all these in your school, if you have them in your school, can we type yes? Let's even know. If you have all these, so I'm putting them here. If you have this, if you have all the shapes in our school, can we type yes? I will show you them. So unlike all these, I think there was one I once met a senior colleague presently in what is it called? Presently at Ososa Comprehensive High School. She always do something every section. Every section they are taking SS1 student. I think this topic is in SS1, third term. You will ask them that this is going to be your final, this is going to be your section project. So every one of them, they will group them and you have to present this kind of a thing. It may be a group, you have to present this. And whosoever that presented it to school, For the rest of the life of that student, they can never forget this kind of a shape. Or like this one now, how many is this one? This is 6. This is hexagonal prism. This is an hexagonal prism. So, okay, maybe we should even do it in this way. Thank God we are all math teacher. So, can you tell me? So, before we move to the next one, if the network is okay, can you tell me the name of this? In the comments, can we tell me the name of this? I know we know this, but we just want to use that to engage ourselves. What is this one? I've shown this brown. What's the name of this brown? In the chart. What is the name of this blue? What is the name of this blue? And what is the name of this yellow? Look at the yellow very well. So I'm waiting in the comment section. Rectangular prism, brown. Thank you. Thank you, Ogubawale. Tijani said hexagonal. Hexagonal what? Is it hexagonal? Okay. I understand, Mr. Ajibola. That's why we are keeping it here. Hexagonal pyramid. Someone is saying just put the color. Make sure you put the color. Add the color. Don't forget. This is yellow. This is yellow. Yellow. This is blue. This is blue. And this is brown. So can we go again? Everybody, yellow. Heptagonal pyramid. Heptagonal pyramid. You will judge yourself. Oh. Adepoju said triangular pyramid. All of us must comment. Oh, you must comment. Oh. All of us must comment. Yellow, heptagonal pyramid. Brown, triangular prism. Brown, triangular prism. Look at it very well. Hexagonal prism. You don't put color. Yellow, heptagonal prism. Heptagonal prism. Are you sure it's an heptagonal prism? Mr. Isaac, you don't worry. Just keep on listening. Mr. Isa is still keep trying. We'll still be waiting for him to try to join. Okay. So let's bail ourselves out. Number one is that this one, this brown, this is a pyramid. And the definition of a pyramid is that all their edges must meet at a what? At a point. Can we see that now? So when you look at the base is square. So this is a square pyramid. 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 Unlike yellow, you have to first of all define what is prism. A prism is any shape that the top and the base shape is giving you the same thing, and every other side are rectangle. So once the top and the base is giving you shape, that's number one condition to know that it's a prism. Number two is that every other side must be rectangle. Every other side must be rectangle. Now, therefore, the next one we'll know is that what is the color, what is the base shape, what is the name of the base shape? So this is, let's count now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7, isn't it? This is 7. 7 is heptagon. 7 is heptagon. Therefore, this is heptagonal prism. This is an heptagonal prism. There is no way you use this relatable example or you started showing them this kind of a thing and they will forget. So this is heptagonal prism. Heptagonal prism. This is heptagonal prism. So let's take it away from there and move on to the next shape. Of course, like I said, these are some of those things we have in our math training. So let's move on to this. Let's move on to this now. I'm going to clean this quickly. We are so sorry. We were supposed to be on the editing now, but of course it is fine, and it is mandatory for all of us to also come up with a word, with a video that the speakers will use to rate us. So this is what? This is a cuboid. A cuboid. So if I'm to draw this cuboid, I can come here and first of all draw the cuboid. Maybe I use my ruler. So if from here to here is 10 centimeter, and okay, let me call this 20 centimeter, and this is 10 centimeter. So that means I have to look for the half of this, which is what? 10. And I'll do a dotted line. And I'll look for half of this, which is what? 5. And I'll do a dotted line. So from here now, I can do extension of this one to what? To 10. Extension of this one to 10. And extension of this one to what? To 5. And I can come back here now and draw it in this form. So I can now clean this dotted line. And that means I'll be having two rectangles. Then I can now join. So once I join this now, this is now becoming a cuboid. It's becoming a cuboid. So we can now start asking them at home that what object at home look like a cuboid? What object at home look like a cuboid? They will start giving you different names. Some may say, oh, it look like box. Some may say it look like balls. And you say, okay, that's fine. Some may decide and tell you, oh, it look like a textbook. Some may say, oh, it look like different things. They will start giving you all sorts of different names. They will tell you that, oh, it look like when you buy a new phone, that box, can you see? So they tell you all sorts of different names. Now you now tell them, okay, it has how many faces? You go into that area and they will start telling you that what? It has 6 faces. So thereafter, you can now say, okay, can we dismantle these things that look like a box? Can we dismantle it? This thing that look like a box. Can we dismantle this? Shit. Okay. So can we dismantle this thing that look like a what? Like a box. So if you dismantle this now, this thing that look like a box is going to give you the net. So let's have the net now. So let's have the net. So I'm trying to, so let's have the net now, so I can come back here. I can put the net in different form. So these are some of those things that you are expected to do. And there are 3D shapes that we can actually use this one on. So if I come back here now, I can pick 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I just pick this like this. So if I unfold this is going to give me a cuboid. So if I unfold those areas that I star, so on this one now, this place and this place, look at it now. So I can decide to call this A. If this is A, this is also my what? A. So that is this place and this place is what? Is A. So this, if this is B, this can also be what? B. So we should be this side, B, and this side will be what? B. And the other side, which is this, I can call this what? C, and this will also be what? C. So that means on this, I'll be having two sides, which should be what? 2A. I'll be having 2B, and I'll be having what? 2C. Now that part that form my A, what does that represent? The form that form my A. When we look at it on this one now, the form that form my A, if I unfold it, that is this place, A, and this place, A. This is my B, and this is my what? B. This side is my C, and this side is my what? My C. Okay, let me just come down here, my C. So that means the up, and this one is my what? My A. This place and this place is my what? Is my B. And of course, this one and this one is my what? My C. So if you do this one for them, you are trying to use a project-based approach because you want them to go and construct this on their own. So by doing this now, you are just trying to construct the net. So I'm going to clean this. I'm going to clean this to make it look perfect now. So let me clean all this. Like I said, we are not trying to teach you how to teach. We are only trying to show ourselves the best way to do this. Okay. So I can now come here now. Don't forget when you want to do your own, we must mention this very well. So this is my A, this is my B, and this is my C. Now in this my A, this is my length, and this is my what? My breadth. So that means this is length, this is breadth. So of course I've got my length and what? And breadth, which is what? This. So let me take it up. This is the length and this is the what? The breadth. So if I move away from here, this is my height. And this is my what? My breadth. Length, breadth. Then this place is what? Breadth, height. So which is what? C. So it remains the B. So we have got for A, which is what? So it remains this one now. So this one is what? Length and what? And height. So if I bring the 3 out here, that means my A is equals length, breadth. My B is equals length, height. And my C is equals breadth, height. So with this, I don't need to give myself any stress. I'll just calculate the total surface area of a cuboid. So we should give what? I have 2 of these. So that means I have 2 length breadth plus 2 length height plus 2 breadth height. So therefore, the total surface area of a what? Of a cuboid is now 2 is common to all of them. That's length breadth plus what? Length height plus what? Breadth height. And I've just give them a very simple formula to calculate the total surface areas of the wall of a cuboid. Quite unfortunate, we were unable to get Mr. Isa again tonight. So okay, thank you. Somebody said square, pyramid, brown. So what we are going to do now is that I've just shown you two examples of how to create a video on what we call project-based approach. So you are to go back again, go and look for any topic of your choice. We are not choosing topic for you now. Look for any topic of your choice. You produce video on it. Produce video on it using the project-based approach. Just like you take them, do the shapes, break down the concept to a relatable example, and make sure you do it to the best of your own knowledge. As if, oh, this thing I'm doing now, if I want someone to say this, okay, if I'm watching this one on my own, will I understand it? Because that's the very first thing you need to consider before you produce a video. So before we go tonight, can you tell us again, what are those things do you need to create a good video? Mention 5 things you need to create a good video in the chat. Mention 5 things you need to create a good video. Can we go on? 5 things to create a good video. So we are rounding up already. So 5 things to create a good video in the chat. 5 things to create a good video. So I'm going to invite Mr. Alabi. Can you just appreciate our people that have been joining us since and tell us those people that will be taking us tomorrow? Mr. Alabi, please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
So can you appreciate our colleagues that have been joining us since morning? This since 8 p.m. and tell us what the lineup activity we have tomorrow.
No problem, sir. Thank you, sir. So let me start from you, sir. Thank you for this wonderful session and all that you have been doing. It is one thing to have knowledge, it is another thing to audit, and it's another thing to share it and make it beneficial, which is the path you have chosen. We sincerely appreciate this. We pray that may Almighty God reward you abundantly. Thank you, sir. And to the participants, thank you for joining. It is one thing to know how to cook. If you can cook and there is no one to eat what you have been cooking or what you are cooking with you, definitely that might amount to waste. So the best is yet to come, like they used to say, and this is not our best. We can always do more. Let's remember the fact that we are on an agenda of trying to send out or to mitigate against bad content that our students, our learners, even our kids are consuming. Let's put in more effort. I will sincerely appreciate our support, our participation, and our attentiveness to every of these things. So on a quick note, I'm going to take us through what we'll be having tomorrow and throughout the week as well. So immediately after this session, we're going to drop the update of tomorrow, God willing. So for tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll be having Anna from Uruguay between 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Like Doctor said yesterday. Please, Doctor, can you still hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm here with you, sir.
All right, sir. So on Wednesday, tomorrow, we're going to start by 7:30 p.m., not our usual 8 p.m. Let's take note of that. So Anna from Uruguay will be taking us. So after that, we'll be having Dr. Tajudeen, a professor, from 8 to 8:30 p.m. I'll be having Mr. Dapo Kehinde from 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Dr. Abimbola Igbabu from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So tomorrow is loaded. Can't afford to miss it. Or by Thursday, we'll be having Stella Ifeoma Ifediba between 8 p.m.
I'm not sure. I guess his network has pulled him out again. So let me just try to. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, so let me just support. Thank you very much, Mr. Alabi. As he has rightly said, we decided to start because Uruguay is almost 5 hours ahead of us. And Anna said the only time she will be available will be between 7:30 to 8 p.m. Nigerian time. She even said 7. And I said our Muslim brothers and sisters will be using that period to go to mosque. So that is why we shift it to 7:30 to 8 p.m. So whatever salat you want to go for, let's go for it between 7 and 7:30 so that we can join Anna by 7:30 to 8. Then by 8 to 8:30, we'll have the overall best teacher in Ogun State for year 2022. That's Dr. Tajudeen Odufeso. Then, of course, by that 8:30 to 9, we'll have the overall best teacher in Ogun State for the year 2021. You can see in succession. They will also be taking out an answer. That's Mr. Dapo Kehinde. Then between 9 to 10 p.m., 1 hour, we'll be having Dr. Abimbola Aribabu. I know the name ring, and you have been looking forward to see that musician that has also actually turned to a mathematician. So he will be showing us how we can use musicotherapy in our mathematics clinic class. So those are the lineup activities that we'll have tomorrow. And once we are done with tomorrow's section, we'll also tell you those things we have on Friday. Please, if you have not filled the registration link, go and do that. These are where we'll be getting information for the selection for those people that will participate in the final section at Abeokuta Window on America for our in-person training. So thank you all. We really want to appreciate all of you. So see you tomorrow 7:30. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night, sir. Good night, everyone, sir.